Another edition of IMT. Wait, I fucked it up. IMT. Yeah. New One Piece chapter is out, and we getting this shit started. Mermaid Princess style. It's manga time. Boom. Yes, One Piece, chapter 613, The Mermaid Princess in Koukaku Tower. And for the first time ever, in like a long ass time, we finally got another cover story. Oh shit. And we got another cover story. Yip yip hurrah. And so this is short-term cover page serial volume 19, and it says, From the Decks of the World, volume 1, News, Coups, Traveling the Ocean. So my guess is this cover story is going to be about all the Straw Hats are back and shit, and what everyone's reaction is going to be around the whole world. So I can't wait to see more of this. Yes, we start the chapter off pretty much where we start off with this ugly looking fucker thing. We start off with the Wadatsumi. We see the flying fish. We see the flying Dutchman, and we see Dekken, who's basically has a giant axe with a rose on it, and he throws it, and it like goes around, and it boomerangs, and it cuts off like I think the mast or something, and like, Captain, it came back. You completely missed, and this is our first time seeing Dekken. He's like, you morons, I never miss my target, I think. And Dekken has a really cool design. And I was right, he is a fisherman. Because you can see he got the webbed fingers. He got like this whole gangster look about him. Got the whole hat. He got like this, the hair and shit, like all curly. Got this curly mustache and goatee. Got sharp teeth. He also got 4 legs. He's got 4 legs. He's the first fisherman I've ever seen with 4 legs. How badass is that? And he's all like, Princess Shirahoshi, no matter how long I search these wide oceans, I will never find such a grand and beautiful woman as you. Yes, I'm going to talk using that voice. If the love you possess will allow us to be united, then good. But you must not live on your life with someone else. If that time comes, then you will die, Shirahoshi. You must either pledge your love to me or die. So he's giving it so he's basically saying, she either marries him or she's fucking dead. So this guy, he's really fucking serious about this shit. He's really fucking serious about this. He's that kind of villain. He's that whole, I love you, but if I can't have you, then no one can. But I really like his design. It's really cool. And we go back to Ryugu Palace, and we see Princess Shirahoshi again. She's still fucking crying. It's like, oh, father, brother Fukaboshi, brother Manboshi, brother Rukabushi, or whatever his name is. And Luffy's like, oh, no, wait, I'm just a pirate who's looking for a little pussy. I mean, food. Food. I meant to say food. And he's like, man, she's so loud. What a mess. And she's like, oh, a human is in my room. He's attempting to take my life. And Luffy's like, I didn't know it was your food. Relax, bitch. And all of a sudden, the axe that what's the name? Dekken. I'm sorry, I'm a little high. Dekken. The axe that Dekken threw went in through the open door and it's headed straight for Shirahoshi. But Luffy, all of a sudden, he speeds up and he stops the axe with his hands and his feet. He's like, Urgh! And he like deflects it backwards. And it hits the wall. And Luffy's like, what was that? Where'd that axe come flying from all of a sudden? And all of a sudden, the guards come in. Like, Princess Shirahoshi, are you alright? We heard you screaming. And she takes Luffy and she hides him behind her back. And Luffy's like, hey, let me go. He's like, be quiet, I'm trying to save you. And Zero, she's like, saying, oh, there wasn't a Vader here, everything's alright, I was just having a bad dream. And the guards leave. But before he leaves, that minister guy, who looks like the seahorse, minister of the right, yeah, he said that the pirate Straw Hat Luffy who saved Magalo and the trouble surrounding him. Well, there are some suspicions of him kidnapping some mermaids and the whole indefinite dangers of that he might destroy the island and stuff like that. So they decided to take all the Straw Hats and lock them in the castle's prison. But they already secured like the swordsman, so they already got Zoro. And Usopp, Nami, and Brook are being captured as they speak right now. So because of all the shit going down that the Straw Hats are being accused of, they decided, nope, we're not gonna throw a banquet for these guys. We're just gonna capture them. We can't risk it. But they can't find Luffy because he disappeared somehow. And he's like, we will capture the other members of the crew around the island one by one and protect the safety of this country no matter what. And then he leaves because he's all like, oh, 5 minutes have already passed. I don't know what that's about, but it might be something important later on. Anyway, Shirahoshi, after the guards leave, Shirahoshi's like, she thanks Luffy for protecting her. And she's like, I'm very sorry for my rudeness earlier. Please forgive me. And, they start talking, becoming friends and stuff. And Luffy's like, hey, why were you all... What was that axe that came in here? Was that from some kind of super strong guy or something? And she said, oh, the criminal responsible is a gentleman named Dekken-sama. He hates me for refusing his invitation to marry him. He received a demonic curse known as Mato Mato, or Target, and is apparently capable of aiming at whichever target he decides upon. In this case, my life, from any location and at any time. Therefore, it's too dangerous for me to take a single step outside the Koukaku Tower. So that's why she's locked up in there. They're trying to protect her because she goes out, she's gonna be in danger of getting hit by an axe or a knife or a spear or some shit. But that was 10 years ago, so she's been stuck in that tower for 10 fucking years. That is hard right there. She doesn't have no Nintendo, she ain't got no cable, she ain't got no internet, she ain't got no laptop or some shit. Yo, she's just bored in there. All she got is that fucking shark and fucking food and shit. And she's like, and Luffy's like, eating all the food, and she's like, even though your human body is so small, you can eat a whole lot, Luffy-sama. Luffy's like, talking his mouth full. He's like, God, munchy, munch, chop, chop, munch, blah, 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 blah. Translation: that hairy old guy said he was gonna start the feast, but he kept getting yelled at, so I couldn't take it any longer and followed his scent. End of translation. And Luffy's like, hey, are you the mermaid princess? Duh. And she's like, yeah, I'm daughter of King Neptune. My name is Shirahoshi. And Luffy's like, that's a hard name to say. Thank you. Luffy gets it. It is a hard name to say. Shirahoshi. And she's like, oh, you don't look like a bad fellow to me. If you're a pirate, you must go on adventures, correct? She's like, have you ever seen the sun? Have you ever come across different kinds of flowers? And creatures with lots of hair all over their bodies known as animals? And places with lots of greenery known as forests? Luffy's like, that's too many questions. Hold on a bit, I'm eating now. And Luffy's got like these big cheeks from eating. And she's like, oh, what big cheeks? And she pokes his cheeks in. And Luffy makes this weird face like, what the hell are you doing? I'm trying to eat here. What's your problem? She's like, oh, yeah. But please don't chastise me in such a wet, loud voice. Oh, you're really scary. Luffy-sama, I've never been yelled at in my entire life. And Luffy's like, hey, why are you crying for now? It's like, it's like, could you be so big? How can you be so big and yet be such a cowardly crybaby? And she's all crying and shit. And this thing is not loaded. What the hell? Come on, there we go. And Luffy's like, I don't like you, ha 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 ha. He's eating all the food and shit. And like, what the hell, Luffy? Come on. She's like, what horrible words. I've never been told so you're such a horrible man. Please, leave. And the shark's like all mad. They're like, Sha. And she's like, I can't take it. And Luffy's like, 10 years in here, huh? That'd make me sick. And she's like, hurry up and leave, Luffy-sama. And Luffy's like, isn't there anywhere you want to go? She's like, oh, of course, there are many, but... And Luffy's like, I thought so. So let's get out of here then. Let's go for a walk. Even though she can't walk. If more things come flying, I'll just bounce them all away. She's like, what? I can't do something like that. And meanwhile, at the front entrance of the Ryugu Palace, Brook, Usopp, the man, and Nami, the babe, are all fighting the guards. And we see like this huge body of fishmen who are like all knocked down. Usopp saying all badass like, yeah, motherfucker, I own this shit. If we don't resist, they'll just arrest us. We didn't do no shit. Y'all tried to arrest us, bitch. I'm Usopp. Look at this fucking big ass nose and these fucking goggles and this fucking big ass hat. Beast, nigga. And Cammy's like, oh, guys, you can't resist or you'll really become criminals. Like, regardless of what we may do in the future, you think that we're just gonna sit here and let them capture us now because of this? We didn't even do shit. And Brook's like, I will take on as many of you as I wish. So this is Usopp, Brook, and Nami acting all badass in this scene. I really like this. It's like, well, Chopper's not here, but it's like 2/3 of the weakling trio acting badass right here. Nami's like, I was really looking forward to the alcohol here at the Ryugu Palace, you know. And Popo's like, did Nose always sound that reliable? He called Usopp Nose, I guess. And that Minister of the Left guy is like, do not fault the soldiers! Look, this is without a doubt the prologue of the future that was predicted. Defeat them at all costs and protect our country. Usopp like, that's a good one. You guys haven't attacked us in the first place. We have no reason to go wild like this. Don't start no stuff. There won't be no stuff. Now feel the power of my new weapon, Black Kabuto. And then all of a sudden Neptune comes out of nowhere. He's like, and Minister of the Left's like, Neptune-sama, please, your power. And Neptune's like, I would really like to decide whether it's okay or not to arrest people because of a predicament. Therefore, just capture them for now, everyone. And he's about to strike them with his trident. And then all of a sudden, Zoro comes out and blocks that shit with his swords so easily. In fact, he blocked it with like 2 swords. So it was that easy to block, I guess. And Brook here, I didn't know that Brook was like about to defend it, so I'm wondering what Brook was gonna do. He's like trying to defend it, I guess. And was like, Zoro! Wait, weren't you in the prison? And Zoro's like, I heard the sound of a party getting started, so I came out. And then all of a sudden in the Fishman district, we see Dekken and Hodi Jones in the same place. And Hodi Jones is like, sorry for being late. I ran into a little volcanic eruption. So you're the infamous Hodi, I think. And Hodi Jones is like, we're both infamous here, Dekken, you crazy bastard. Pleased to be doing business with you. And they're about to handshake, but all of a sudden Dekken like puts a glove on. And he's also inside a bubble. Devil fruit power. Come on. Devil fruit fucking power. He's in a bubble and he has a glove. Devil fruit power. And he's like, oh, I'll just put this on. Don't worry about it. It's like, Dekken. Bow. The blessings are mine, Hodi Jones. A single goal from which we shall both profit. Crush the Neptune army, which lacks both fishermen and merman pride. Take the head of the sea god Neptune. And then, the complete collapse of the Ryugu Kingdom. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Yeah, that's the end of the chapter. So yeah, Dekken and Hodi Jones working together. Two of the big bosses that were set up for this arc are now working together in the same place. Fuck Oda. Fuck you, Oda. You are so awesome. Fuck you. That's not the bad kind of fuck you. That's the good kind of fuck you. And so, it's pretty obvious that Dekken has a devil fruit power. I think that the reason he wore that glove is, I think that if he touches someone, they automatically become his target. Or something like that. So that's why he's wearing a glove. But that must suck. He's a fucking fishman. Fishmen are supposed to be awesome at stuff like that. And he ate a devil fruit. He's a fishman who ate a devil fruit. He must be a total disgrace. I think someone like that would be a total disgrace to the fishman people, but either Hodi Jones is stupid and doesn't know that, or he just doesn't care and wants to use his power to take down Fishman Island, basically. So yeah, that's the end of the chapter, and I can't wait to see the freaking collaboration between Hodi Jones and his evil ball shrinking steroids and Hodi Jones and his ability to aim at people with stuff. So yeah, this is Master King JC, and keep on keeping on. Peace out. I did that on purpose. It was really bad.
Great.